think for me, flying is the purest expression of freedom. There really are no constraints when you're on a paraglider in the sky. You're up there literally as free as a bird. It's a magic way to see the world.
I'm Les Stroud, and I've traveled the remote corners of the globe. And now, I'm experiencing the most magnificent roads in North America. Sharing the journey with people who are every bit as interesting as their surroundings. So jump in. It's going to be an amazing ride. Today we're driving the Smith-Dorian Trail from Black Prince to Goat Creek. And who better to share this journey with than adventure athlete Gadd, who's paraglided over these very peaks.
And in these mountains right here, it's extra complicated to fly here just because of the nature of the terrain.
Does it ever get easy? Does it ever get simple?
You can't see it, but right now the atmosphere is boiling, like literally boiling. You know, you got a pot on the stove and you see the parts that are going up when there's water boiling. What you do in a paraglider is connect those upwelling parts together in the sky. Like massive three-dimensional chess. I can climb at over 3,000 feet a minute, which is faster vertically than a jet taking off. And so you gain altitude, no motor, and go. A couple years ago, I flew home from Vernon, which is about 500K west of us, back here, right over these mountains that we're driving in right now. And everything that I needed was on my back.
You actually carry the camping gear with you? Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Everything is very, very organized and dialed. You've got this cockpit where you've got a GPS, and I spend hours figuring out how that works and why. If I'm interested in something, I obsess about it. And I've often wondered whether the result is what you're aiming for or whether the process gives you that result.
When you sit back and you realize you just did something at its peak level because you obsessed over some little detail that everyone else isn't looking at.
Yeah, you're driven to do something special.
That's
all right,
beautiful.
Check it out, eh? That whole thing bakes in the afternoon, and then you can thermal out. I've been like 15,000 feet here.
Really?
Yeah, just getting ripped into the sky. It's awesome.
So you do that, you'll like go along. How do you get up there in the first place?
Walk. There's this walking thing you gotta do. But it's not that bad, it's about an hour and a half up there.
So is it like this? Do you do this?
Just get up, it's more like whoosh, thermal up to cloud base, get up and play with the edges of the cloud, and then bang off down the ridge. It's magic. You've gotta believe that what you're doing is worthwhile and get into it. I've set world records in paragliding and won competitions in a lot of different sports and stuff, but that's not what I set out to do. What I set out to do is to get better, to learn something. Getting to that place where you're doing something beautiful and at the best you can do in life, it's not a linear path. But I want to show my kids that you can create a life of your own choosing.
This has been an incredible day. Be sure to join me for another episode of Lexus Driven to Discover.